Hi, welcome to Back Bay Mission's porch, our lovely southern porch, and we have Chris in the rocking chair.
Yes.
You want to rock for us a little?
I can.
Okay, I wish this chair rocked. I love rocking chairs. I'm in the wicker chair, and we're in our porch. Come on down to Back Bay Mission and sit in the lovely porch in this incredibly beautiful 70-some degree weather. So, Chris, how long have you been coming here to Back Bay?
We've been coming for 21 years. We've been coming.
Is this your 21st trip then?
No,
or
I
did you
can't
miss
say
COVID?
that. When we first started coming, we could only come like every other year because we had to raise the money to come.
Okay.
We had to rent vehicles for everybody to get here. And when we first started coming, we had large groups come. Like we would fill 3 like Suburbans.
Really?
To come down here, yeah.
So 12, 15, 20 people?
Oh, at least 15 women, 15 men.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
It was fantastic, you know, back then when we first started coming.
So tell me, Chris, what motivated you to come that very first time? Do you remember? Of course you remember.
I do remember. We had a new pastor at our church, and when I grew up in UCC Church, where I grew up, there was a lady who was my mentor.
In Pennsylvania.
In Pennsylvania.
Come here, puppy. Yeah.
And she was my mentor, and I don't know if she instilled in me that I had to do, that mission work was important, that helping your community, regardless of where it is, was what you do. So that's how I got here. Years ago.
Did that pastor come with you?
No, we never. I'm trying to think if we ever had a pastor come with us. I don't remember. I'm trying to think. We might have had one pastor come with us one time. So next time we come, we will probably have our new pastor with us.
Oh,
yes.
good.
Yes.
So what has kept you coming back?
I don't know. It's what I do. It's what I think. I think it's what God wants me to do.
Oh.
It's my one thing that I can give back to a community here. I think it's the facilities that has always been here. I mean, we came before Katrina, so we stayed in the old buildings.
Yeah.
And it's just amazing. And when you got this facility after Katrina, there's a group of us, the 6 that are here now, is where we want to come. And there's some people that don't understand that, but it's what we want to do.
What don't they understand about that, Chris?
You can talk all you want about Back Bay Mission, and you can tell them why you come, because it's the poverty here is one of the worst in our 48 states, you know?
Yes.
So
the poverty, it's highest poverty here, but some of the most genuine, kind people you ever meet.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
The people we have met over the years is we still stay in contact with some of them, which is great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the beautiful thing about moving back here to Mississippi is, like, it's one of the poorest states, or is the poorest state.
It is.
Us in Louisiana and Phoenix, I think we all compete. But some of the kindest people I've ever met here. They really are.
Oh, they are. And it doesn't matter what they have.
Or what they don't have.
What they don't have, they're appreciative. They have warm hearts.
Yeah. And I find that with the staff too. We have just incredibly... This staff you have right now is phenomenal. I have met every one of them personally, I think, but maybe one. Yeah. Today I just introduced myself to Kevin in the hallway. So what do you find phenomenal about him?
It's just, no matter how old I am, I'm going to keep coming. I said I was going to stop coming last year, but you can't. It's something I got to do.
Yeah, and it's kind of strange because in the day in and day out of being executive director here, sometimes you miss the beauty, the amazingness, the fantasticness of each individual because I I live it every day,
Right.
and I have to walk through the difficulties and the challenges, but the blessings too,
Yeah.
right? And when folks come, and I've heard that from several groups recently, you have the most amazing staff I've ever experienced here, and they've been coming down for a while, right? And so I think that's kind of some of the beauty of Back Bay Mission, is that somehow the staff just share their energy, they share their
connect.
love, they connect, they share their compassion.
Yes.
And because the volunteers, when you all come down here, you're kind of the lifeblood of Back Bay Mission.
Right.
Like, you encourage us, you lift us up, you remind us of kind of that spiritual energy among us, right?
Well, it's good we do that. That's what keeps us coming back,
Yeah,
you know?
that's wonderful.
And everybody that we have met here this week, Rhonda and I didn't go out on the work site because we're older and we couldn't take that heat and that sun like they did
Yeah.
on that roof. But everybody we have met in the food pantry, in the Micah Center, that, what they do over there in one day is just, if people back home just can't understand or fathom how this place works. We can talk all we want about it and explain it to them, but they gotta come and see it for themselves.
Well,
Yep.
thank you for your support, because I know you also went out and you bought food for our
Yes, we did.
Client Choice Food Pantry,
Yes.
because you saw the emptiest shelves.
Yes, that's the emptiest we've ever seen those shelves in there.
Yep, because we've seen a double increase in people accessing it, because there's a lot of people in our country right now that the divide between the rich and the poor is getting bigger and bigger, right?
It is.
And you experience that, we all experience that, the price of everything is higher, and yet wages aren't getting higher, or Social Security checks, or whatever people are living off of, right? And so we try to fill those gaps here as much as we can, and we do
You do a
a
great.
phenomenal amount of work here.
Yes, you do.
Sometimes I have to step back from that and see that, because I was in a parish before this, congregation
Right.
in Phoenix, and we did work, but we didn't do the kind of work we do here. You know, and for me, this is the most gratifying work, because I feel like we're boots on the ground, and we're kind of the hands and feet of Jesus right here, right now.
Right here working.
Right?
Yes. Well, we have soup kitchens back home, but once a month,
Yeah.
because we don't have that big a need where we are living in suburban Philadelphia, like. So we don't have that need as much.
Yeah.
There's 2 or 3 towns now that are close by that are really need some help, but they're not getting it.
Right.
You know, people don't want to see that it's there.
Yeah.
They don't want to see that part of it.
Yeah.
So hopefully, but we'll keep talking about Back Bay, back in PA.
Well, I need to come up there and kind of encourage folks to come down, right?
Yes.
I need to make a visit up there.
Yes.
And you're right outside Philadelphia.
We're about 45 minutes north of Philadelphia.
Okay, I like Philadelphia. That's kind of an interesting city.
Did you ever hear of Allentown?
Oh yeah.
Well, we're over 30 minutes from
Yeah.
Allentown.
Isn't Allentown, and I could be wrong, isn't Allentown kind of a railroad town? Do I
It
have
was
that
a
wrong?
steel town.
Steel town, that's it.
Bethlehem, Allentown,
Okay.
Bethlehem Steel
Yep.
was a big company up there that went under.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bethlehem Steel also, I believe, was on the south side of Chicago. And
They
they
were-
went under.
Yes, yes.
Because, as my father said, who worked in the auto industry, he said that's because they're getting all their steel from China and Japan.
Yep.
Right? And he says it's not as good. In fact, sometimes it comes into the
And
factory rusted already. It was funny. I don't know.
I had a grandfather that worked there and an uncle.
Yeah,
For Bethlehem
right?
Steel, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and they were in Pottstown, the town now that is really
Pottstown, yeah.
going downhill.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah, it is.
Well, in a lot of those areas, like Milwaukee, was a steel town and a factory town, you know, kind of the Rust Belt, as
Yeah.
was Chicago and, you know, Indiana and some of those places. But Milwaukee really lost a lot because it lost so many of its industries. But you know, we know that we're in a time of transition. We're a globalized culture, a globalized world, and things are changing.
All the time.
And we as humans are pretty resilient, and
Yes.
we'll figure it out, right?
We will. We
Yeah.
will. with God's help.
That's right. And your son is here with you.
Yes, he is. Yes.
And he's
He has
been
come
here.
every time with me.
Wow, that's so cool.
Yes.
I wish I would have done stuff like this with my mother.
I also did this with my granddaughter.
Oh, wow.
Yes, and my youngest grandson. They've been
Oh,
here. They were here twice, maybe three. They were here
Wow.
twice. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yes. My son's 3 children. 3 of his. Yes.
So what did you do for life's work?
Well, I actually own a spice stand at a market, and I've done that for 32 years.
Wow,
I'm a people person.
that's cool.
Yeah, I'm a people person.
So a spice stand.
Spices, loose teas, herbs, medicinal herbs. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, I know quite a bit about it. Yes.
I'd like to ask you some questions about that later. But thank you so much, Chris, for your time and for your commitment to this place and for the tears that you often share about Back Bay. And just for for being able to say to me as the executive director that, darn it, that my staff is so amazing.
They are.
Thank you for that, because they are each incredibly valuable, unique, and cherished,
Yes.
and called by the divine to be
Yes.
here and do
And
this.
we have everybody's, we have like 4 or 5 of them already on our Facebook. We're friends, so
Thank you.
we will be in touch.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. So thank you, Chris. We invite people to come here and to experience.
Yes.
Maybe I'm just going to say the magic that's Back Bay Mission, right? And the energy and the spirit of love that is here. So thank you for
Yes.
joining us. Chris, thank you for being here.
Yes,
And
no
thank you for inviting other people and, wow, coming down here with family members. That's awesome.
We'll be back again.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you
Thank you.
for all
Thank
you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we love it. Thank you
Yeah.
for joining us. And God's best to each of you as you're on the other side of the camera. Thank you, Kevin.
Thanks, Kevin.